Hi everybody, my name is Michelle and today we're going to be talking and learning about flowers. You can see we have a wide variety of wildflowers here, and so we're going to collect some of these flowers and we're going to bring them back over to the table and we're going to learn more about the whole entire plant, and we're also going to break some of the flowers open and we're going to learn about the actual parts of the flowers. So let's go ahead and pick a few of these calendula flowers. Oh, you can see there's actually some of the calendula seeds that have dried up, and maybe another video we'll harvest some of those and I'll show you how to do some seed collection. We'll also pick this California poppy plant and we'll take it with us. So it's pretty nice. So next I would like to talk about the different parts of the flowering plant. First, at the very top, we have the flower, which is the part of the plant that is colorful and it makes the new seeds. Next, we have leaves. These are often the flat, thin part of the plants that grow off the stem. The stem, which is the main part of the flower that grows above the ground, and it supports the leaves and the flower. And here at the bottom, we have the root, which grows downward from the seed in the dirt. The roots get water and food from the soil, and when strong, they hold the plant in place. So now I'd like to talk about the different parts of the flower. As you can see, there are a number of different parts of the flower. On the outside are the petals, which are often the brightly colored parts of the flower, which attracts insects and other pollinators to the flower so they can deliver the pollen to the flower. The anther, which is connected to the flower through the filament, or often known as a pistil. The anther is where the pollen is produced in the flower. We have the sepal, receptacle, as well as the stem, which we learned earlier when we were learning about the whole plant. The central part of the flower is the ovary, with the ovules contained within the ovary. The style is right above the ovary, and then we have the stigma, and the stigma is what traps the pollen onto the flower so that the fruit and the seeds can be produced within the ovary. Together, these three parts, the stigma and style, and the ovary, are often referred to as the carpel. So I wanted to show you, I opened up one of the flowers that we picked earlier, and I wanted to show you that you can also see, just by simply opening up a flower, just taking off a few of the petals, you can actually cut this one in half. You can see the parts of the flowers we were just talking about. In the central part, you can see the ovary, and if we were to open that up, you would probably see with maybe your naked eye or maybe a microscope or magnifying glass the ovules within the ovary. You can see here, leading out of the ovary, the style, and then you can also see the stigma up here. And you can also see over here the pistils with the anthers, or the filaments with the anthers at the top. And again, if you were to look under a magnifying glass or a microscope, you could probably see the pollen. So maybe in a future video, we'll look at some of these structures up closer. And then, of course, you can see up here the petals of the flower, and then you can see the sepal, the stem, and the receptacles down here at the base. So your challenge this week would be just to go out to your garden, around your neighborhood, forest, whatever you have around where you live, and to try to see if you can open up several different flowers and see if you can find all of these parts. Have a good week.